Hi friends, I'm Shauna. Welcome to the channel and welcome to a new video. Today, I have an update for you. The very fabulous Sarah Rose created the Planning to Pan video a couple Vlogmases ago, and she brought an update fairly recently, and I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. Because if you're a panner, like myself, like her, you like the progress. But also sometimes you need a little kick in the butt, and this video is both of those things. So I'm excited to bring you a little bit of an update on all the things that I had talked about panning, wanting to pan, thinking about panning in 2023. So here's the update on how it's going. We also have cute plants in the background. They're usually on my windowsill, but they're hanging out there today. Before we get into it, I want to thank Dossier for collaborating with me on today's video. Dossier is a vegan and cruelty-free fragrance company, and they reproduce those high-end luxury, kind of classic scents, but they do it at a fraction of the price without all of those luxury name brand markups. Their fragrances start at $29, with the vast majority falling in between the $29 to $39 range. If you're skeptical about buying a fragrance online, which I understand because you're ultimately trying something blind, buying something with Dossier is risk-free because they offer free returns and exchanges. So if you don't like what you picked, you can exchange it for something that you do like, and they offer no questions asked returns. So we've talked about Dossier on the channel before. We love Dossier. And I have two new fragrances to share with you that I got specifically because it's summertime. I do enjoy a seasonal scent, but I haven't really had anything in a long time that felt like summer to me. So that's why I got these options. So I have Woody Sage and Ambery Sage. The first is Ambery Sage, and it is inspired by Tom Ford's Effing Fabulous. The 30 ml bottle of that, 30 mls, retails for $310 Canadian, whereas the 50 ml bottle retails at Dossier for $49. The second scent is, in my opinion, the more traditionally summer scent, and Woody Sage is inspired by Jo Malone's Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. It has like sea in the title, so it evokes the sea very much. And the 30 ml bottle of Jo Malone retails for $100 at Dossier $39. Okay, I have to read the description of Ambery Sage to you. Dossier describes it as a deep textural fragrance opening on a dense sage and bitter almond duet, quickly gaining momentum thanks to the reconstituted but extremely expressive leather accord, ennobled by orris root. In the background, tonka bean and amber notes still warm this luscious composition. I picked this scent because I liked Ambery Saffron so much. This was something I picked a handful of months ago, and Dossier recommended this scent based off of that and they were not wrong. I think they would be combined together. Super sexy. I love it. Like, this to me is an evening scent, but still very much summer. Like, it's not heavy. I don't want a heavy scent in the summer. It's okay. The vibe is summer night. That's what it is. That's the vibe. Woody Sage is a classic summer scent. It gives me by the pool, by the ocean, daytime summer vibes. Dossier describes it as a lively cocktail of fig and grapefruit, pierced by the scent of the sea. Grapefruit is the top note of the scent, but I don't find it all that grapefruity. It's beautiful. I think I get more marine notes and more of that sea note than the grapefruit. If none of these scents appeal to you, it's totally fine because Dossier has so many amazing scents to choose from, and also a lot of different ways to discover scents. Their quiz is my personal favorite, but you can also search through scent family or scent type. You can also search for a specific perfume if there has been a perfume you've wanted to try, like Tom Ford or Jo Malone. If you're looking for a new fragrance or to find a new signature summer scent, I highly recommend that you choose Dossier. Dossier has a welcome offer of 20% off, and if you use my code SHAUNA5, you can get an additional 5% off your order. Thanks so much to Dossier for collaborating with me, and let's get into the update. Okay, my dudes, time to update. And in the original video, I had mentioned 27 items, and we're going to go down the list in the order that they were mentioned in the original video. I started with familiar faces, things that had been in project pans before. So let's get going. First things first, my Whirl lip pencil. If you've been watching my project pan, you would know that she's in there. Is she getting finished this year? Probably not. She just made it on the card a little while ago. She's not going anywhere this year. Am I using her? Yes, but quickly no. I don't have much to say about this because I am using it frequently, but I'm just slow with lip liner. And okay, Hourglass blush. 2022 was such a roller coaster with that Hourglass palette. I finished 4 of the 6 shades. I franken blushed the last 2 together, and I was adamant that I was going to finish it. And then I had this big makeup declutter in March or April, and I decluttered it. I still technically own it, so I could roll it in at any time, but I don't suspect that I will. I think that this guy is just going to be declutter. I never enjoyed those blushes, and I have so many beautiful options that will expire on me that I would rather use than that. So it's not here, and I wanted to use it initially because there's such a panner in me who wants to finish everything, even stuff I don't love. And letting this go is letting something go that I don't love and probably wouldn't enjoy panning. The Becca highlight. This one has been in a couple of projects. It's now in the main project. And I guess at the beginning of the year that I can finish it. I'll have to show you. And she crumbled, and I tried to repress her twice, and she recrumbled both times. I thought that I could finish this up in a full year. Boy, was I mistaken. I love this highlighter so much. It's my favorite highlighter. I have no problems using it. It's quite a joy to use, but she is not getting panned this year. It's not happening. I also mentioned MAC Double Gleam. That was initially in my project. She has since been decluttered. We are not messing with her. I do not like that highlight, so there's no reason to really use it. And I truly do struggle with products exactly like Double Gleam. What do you do with products you don't like, but will take you years and years to use? And decluttering it means, because it's so used, that I probably couldn't give it to anybody, which means it'd have to go in the garbage. And I have tremendous guilt about that because it is so wasteful. So it's kind of in its little own purgatory. It is what it is, I guess. I know the first handful of products weren't exciting updates, but we got some good ones to come. And next up are my Merit foundations. I have so far panned one, and I have the other one right here. You'll have to tune into that project pan to see how it's going. But I'm finally the right color for this guy. This will be finished, I think, before the end of August, maybe even sooner. I have started to tan a little bit, so it's no longer such an absurd color on me. This is going to go, mark my words, probably, I'm thinking 6 weeks. And then basically all my Merit products will be out of my collection. The next 2 items I'm going to talk about together because they're both concealers, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer and the Fenty Concealer. I finished both of these. I was not expecting to finish both of them so soon. I thought that these would take me basically all year, but because the Fenty Concealer went off, I didn't get that longevity that I normally would. If it was still going strong, or if it wasn't expired, I would probably be still using it now. So that was somewhat unexpected. And I think both of these in 1 year is a good call. And now I just have like 2 everyday concealers, and that's kind of a good feeling when you have worked so hard across years of project panning to get something to its smallest size, or even a size, not its smallest, its size that feels good to you. Like, that's a great feeling to have actively curated something to a size that feels good to you. I'm really proud of this. Merit Brow Gel. This was in the project pan up until about last month. There's still product on here, but I rolled it out because the texture really changed, and I did like this product. Out of all of the products I tried from Merit, funny enough, this is the one that I like the most. I have not tried their lipsticks, so I can't speak about those, or their highlighters, but I don't think their highlighters would be something I would they're not for me. Out of everything that I've tried, the brow gel is my favorite. Merit is an interesting line. A lot has been good, but for the price point, I'm not interested in buying good things. Their foundation, I really enjoyed for a time, but my skin is just too oily to really enjoy it. I guess this is my favorite thing I've tried from Merit. Another quick one, the L'Oreal Nude Eyeliner. She is officially in the empties bin because I can't sharpen her anymore. This is a good eyeliner, genuinely a really nice one, and I would repurchase, but it's done. This is not empties, but she's done. The gloss section, I talked about 3. I talked about Merit, Tower 28, and Fenty. I have decluttered my Fenty gloss. I'm not really sure if that's going to be a permanent choice or if I'm going to attempt to finish it. Time will tell. I did finish one. I finished my Merit. It's a lip oil, but I'm putting it as a gloss. I do still have one more left, but I have decluttered her. I'm not I don't know. I feel so torn about the Merit lip oils. Could I finish it technically? Yeah. But do I like it? No. So I have decluttered her for now. I'm going to try and declutter that to somebody because if I can, then that would be the optimal choice. As for the Tower 28 gloss, this is going to be finished real soon. It has not taken me too long to use what I've used. Just do a little top up. You know, using this gloss has actually made me reconsider these glosses. I only say that because Tower 28 glosses have been my favorite glosses since 2020. They have been the reigning champs for 3 years. They have usurped my Fenty glosses, my Glossier glosses, every gloss out there. This has beaten it. There is so little product on here or in here that like you can pan this almost on accident. It makes panning them really easy and really fun, but also like you're paying $25-ish to finish something in like 3-4 months. I don't know about that. It still is an amazing formula, but it makes it much more expensive than just about every other gloss that I own because there's so little product. Is the Tower 28 gloss getting dethroned? I don't know. Maybe. Continuing with the lipsticks. I wanted to pan Thick by Fenty. I did. She's done, which is a nice little accomplishment. Also, funny enough, Max Modesty was in this project and I had completely forgotten about it. I can't find it anywhere. I mean, I checked my empties bin. I checked my makeup declutter bin. It's not there. It's not anywhere. What happened to Max Modesty? I don't know. I'm genuinely confused. Sometimes I'll just be like, yeah, you know what? Like, I know I took it out. I know I used it. It'll turn up somewhere. This is a product I feel like vanished. I also talked about finishing up some MAC lipsticks because I had a whole bunch that hadn't really been touched. And this year I've been working on Blankety. We're probably about halfway there. I think it's actually possible to pan it this year. It wasn't my plan initially to pan the lipstick, but I love it so much. I do really enjoy the MAC lipsticks. And I like the colors that they have a lot. So I'm going to keep going with this and it's a fun product to pan. Will I finish it this year? Who knows? I'm hoping. I think it's possible. Sticking with lip products, I wanted to finish my Laneige Sleeping Balm. I did quite a few months ago, actually. And I rolled in a Burt's Bees lip balm and I've already hit pan on that one. So she's done. I don't like the Laneige Sleeping Mask. Time to move on from this, but she's finished. Glossier Cloud Paint. I have not used this. This has not gone into a project. I have not used it once since January, I don't think. It's such a shame because I do love Glossier Cloud Paint. I do. But it's hard to find the balance when I'm also trying to pan my Bounce and Blur. I love the Bounce and Blur. I really do. The pan is widening. You know what? This is not for today. You'll get an update on that in my Project Pan update. But Glossier Cloud Paint, it is a true gem, a true love. Maybe I'll toss it up front so I can remember to use it maybe every now and then. But this is exactly what I was talking about with the Hourglass blush. I would much rather spend time and energy panning this than that. For my ColourPop singles, I had two that I wanted to pan. Ritz and a little Corky. Ritz I've been using, it's been a project since the start of the year. I almost said this summer. No, since January. I don't know that I'll finish it this year because it's like there's still a lot of product in it. You can hit pan really quickly on ColourPop shades, but it takes you forever to use them. I don't think I'm going to finish it this year, but I don't know that it's going to stay past the end of the year. Do I like it? Yes, I do. But it's old, it's powdery, it's not performing the same, and it's also just broken up. I have a little Corky here, and I've hit pan on it. It also has a hard pan, and this one hasn't broken up, which is nice. So it's not as though simply because they have pan that they break. I guess maybe that one was a finicky formula, or I don't know, maybe I just like hit it in a makeup egg or something. I don't think I'll use up any of those this year, but we are starting progress, which is ultimately what I wanted. So I think it'll be interesting to see progress photos at the end of the year, like how much I was able to get through this year. That is what I'm looking forward to. That is all of the makeup that I wanted to pan, or I put in that video. And I was thinking, well, what about my bronzer? What about this? What about that? And I only have two bronzers, so it didn't make sense for me to put in a bronzer for this style of video because one was going to get used up one way or another. And for this, I wanted to put in products that needed a little bit of push to finish. As you can see by the outcome, I'm glad that these are in here. We're going to move on to the non-makeup products I wanted to finish. We'll talk about two together. The hair oil is what I wanted to finish. And then my leave-in conditioner. So the hair oil was such an accomplishment when I panned it. I'm so proud of myself. That thing has been going since 2020. It might be the win of the year. We'll have to see. The year is not over. The Way leave-in conditioner, that went fairly quickly. I think 4 months. But I miss it so much. I've said time and time again, I'm not a high-end hair girly, but Way scents are undisputably beautiful, nice. Like they smell so good. So I miss it a lot. And I think whenever I finish whatever hair spray I have now, not hairspray, but leave-in conditioner product / heat protectant, I'm going to buy Way. Also on the hair list, I wanted to finish both of these. I have made considerable progress on these. There we go. Very similar progress because I tend to use these together. We're about halfway through. No, not even there. 40% of the way through. I don't know that these are going to get finished up this year. And that is because I'll go through phases where I'll just wear my hair natural for like days, weeks on end. And this is fine if I don't do anything with my hair. The moment you heat style it, makes your hair feel like shit. It makes sense. Like you're supposed to be styling your hair with these products. And the reason why I stopped using them was because I didn't know if I would, let's say on day 4, run a straightener through my hair or a curling iron. And when you do, your hair feels nasty when you have those in there. So I've just been a little hesitant. Maybe I need to figure something out with them. Maybe I do. I need to figure something out with them. Maybe like using a little bit of one, and maybe it won't be so terrible if I do end up straightening my hair a couple of days later. But something's got to give with those because I do want to use them. I do want to get them out. I think they're just going to take a little bit of finessing to finish. Next up is my Paula's Choice toner. We were here back in, I think January, February, something like that. Guys, we literally have 2 uses left in here at a max. This is going to go any day now. Like, there's truly so little left in here. I'm excited to finish it. This has been hanging on for dear life for way too long. Last up is my Ren face mask. This is a face mask that's in a bit of a bag on the inside, and when you pump it, like it shrinks the bag. Very close with this. I don't think it's going to be 1 or 2. I think it might be 4 or 5 uses to finish this up. I think it's going to go by the end of the year. I'm not using it so much anymore because it's much hotter out now. But come November, December, when when my skin is significantly drier, I think that I'll be able to finish it. And I know. It would be a travesty if I didn't finish this because we're truly so far down there. I also mentioned I want to finish a face mask. It was a gritty one. I'm going to throw up a picture so you know which one I'm talking about. I have not used that at all since about February, only because I started retinol at that time and I'm being very gentle about exfoliating, like physically exfoliating my face. So that one is officially out of Planning to Pan, all project pans for the rest of the year and the foreseeable future. So we're down to 26 things. That's everything I mentioned in that video. And out of 26 things, I've panned 10, which is great. And just, looking around based on what I have here, I feel like I can for sure finish another 4-ish items, 5 items. Both of these guys, that's 4. Those are for sure gimmies. I think I could finish this probably. Everything else, I don't think so. And then also there's a bunch that have been taken out, like Double Gleam. Oh, okay. If we take out all the stuff that I have decluttered, which are 3 things, that would bring us to 23 products. And I think I could finish another 4. So that would bring 14 out of 23. We'll see. I mean, no matter what, like, even if I roll this in right now, we're not panning this by the end of the year. It's not happening. So I think we're doing a great job. I think we're doing an excellent job. I finished more than I thought I would by the middle point of the year. We're kind of around the halfway point-ish. We'll see how I do by the end of the year. If you gave yourself some items that you wanted to pan by the end of the year, I would like to know what was on your list, how are you doing, how is your planning to pan project going? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again to Dossier for collaborating with me on today's video. Don't forget to use the code Shauna5 to get that extra 5% off at checkout, to get 25% off. Love for you to check out Dossier. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon.